Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have some very special news broadcasts for you. Not your ordinary everyday news that you guys are used to hearing. Breaking news, breaking news. Bitcoin is surging. Yes, Bitcoin is surging. What is going on with Bitcoin today? Today, it is making record highs, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows anything about Bitcoin? You see, Bitcoin was introduced to the marketplace in 2009. Today, it is worth $23,000, where it was only 10 years ago worth 1 penny. How is this so? What is happening? Do I have anybody who is reporting live on what is going on with Bitcoin? Come in, my correspondents. Do I have anybody reporting live from the scene? Angel London, what is going on with Bitcoin?
Good evening, Manchester and beyond. What can we say? Reporting here, Angel London, from the city of London. Yes, it's a phenomenal. Bitcoin has hit the highest. I mean, come on. Bitcoin hit high records over $23,000. USA claim job surges are now moving to home working using Bitcoin. Bitcoin hits all-time highs above all over the world. It's
Please,
actually
Angel, show us what's going on. We can't see you. We're used to seeing you. Where are you? Come in. Show us your phone screen. Show us something. We hear your voice, but is this really Angel? We know that for the past few days you've been able to show us exactly what's happening live and live in color with Bitcoin, being that you are an investor in this. We are relying on you to give us the news. What can you show us? What have you shown us today? Let's really see what is going on. The news at 7. This is not your ordinary broadcast.
Not at all, not at all. It has just been so phenomenal today. So sorry about the silence. You know, it's just got me speechless. I mean, it's like, you know, last in 2018, it went to 25, 27. And then, you know, and then it just dropped all the way down to 3,000. So now it's just absolutely just phenomenal. What can we see today? Today, we have a grandfather. Imagine a grandfather at 75 trading Bitcoin. He's earning.
Can you show us the article? Can you share your phone screen? I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing so you can show us what you were showing us earlier.
Earning over 2,000 pounds.
So as Angel said, this is skyrocketing, this is surging, it's an all-time high, a high that we've never seen. Again, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, father of all the coins, which didn't even exist 12 years ago. And since then, it's gone from 1 penny. And over the last week, we saw it hit 19,000, which was already an all-time high. It was a record high, being that only 30 days ago, it was... Are you able to show us? I can see that I'm not sharing. I want you to get it up on the screen, because this has been hitting the real news today, guys. We have been seeing in real time why this is a big deal. From this morning to even the Daily Mail, we are able to see what is going on with Bitcoin. Okay, that's probably not the best way for us to do it. So let me...
Can you share? Can you see my screen?
Wow.
So live this morning, early this morning, about 8:39. We have Grandpa shocks everybody in the studio. This was at this morning and televised live this morning on the 12th, the 17th of the 12th, 2020. Grandpa shocks everyone in the studio by relieving how he is making 28K every month.
Angel, I heard you have a personal testimony, because we've been seeing such things as this taking the world by storm. But I don't know if any of you on the line have ever known anybody to be able to invest in such a coin. How were you able to do it? Tell us a little bit about your personal journey.
Well, my personal journey is I became interested. I heard, just like everybody else, I heard about it in 2017, 2016, 17, middle of 2017. I decided, well, okay, I invested £200 into a wallet.
So just so I can show them, sorry to cut you, when you invested, Bitcoin was worth just under 1,000, as you can see on the screen there. So around mid 2017, it was worth about $900. Is that right?
That's correct. That's right. It was exactly £999.99, just 1 penny from £1,000. That's when I came into it. That's when yeah, absolutely.
So since then, your £200 has been sat there in your wallet, and we already had quite a peak here where it hit $17,000, and that would have mean that you would have made quite a profit. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. We've actually made a profit. I mean, since it's actually surged over the last like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I think an extra maybe coming up to 4,000's gone in there. Yeah.
So here we go. We can see that since August, it was worth 11,000 in August, and it's continued to shoot up. It's actually today, it's made record high, ladies and gentlemen. Like we said, Bitcoin is already at 23,483, and people who've been invested in this just recently, as early as last week, are already seeing profits. Guys, there's no 401k, no savings account. What can you put your money in? What property could you buy that just a month ago was worth 13,000 and now it's worth 23,000? 10,000 increase in just over 6 weeks. And you might say, well, I've missed the wave. You know, it seems like it's all happened. It's all going on. What do I do now? I've missed it. Well, guys, your governments have not missed the trick, because they're putting cash machines all over the place. Bitcoin ATMs are popping up left, right, and center in your city, whether you know it or not. I challenge you just to Google it, just to go to your phone, to your device, and Google it. Get up the maps. You'll see where we are in the studio here in Manchester. There are Bitcoin ATMs in Salford. There are Bitcoin ATMs, Shude Hill, Bitcoin ATMs all over the city. Why? Why would we need to be able to buy Bitcoin like this if it's something that's here today and gone tomorrow? Now ask yourself, if Citibank analysts are projecting this to continue to go, is it too late? Is it too late to get on? If Citibank say that Bitcoin could surpass 300,000 by next year, December, and today you can invest when it's literally just breaking its first high at $23,000, that's another 280 grand that it's projected to be this time next year. So I really ask you, what are you doing? Like, what are you waiting for? Angel, I hear that you've got some tools that you've been able to now since acquire Bitcoin, not just by saving, but also by trading. Angel, are you there? Correspondent Angel.
Thank you, London. Angel London speaking. Yes, we have tools. We have our tools on the platform whereby you simply follow the margins, you copy and you paste the entry point, the exit point, simply copy and paste to transaction, activate the trade, and simply sit back and watch your money rise.
So what you're telling me today on the News at 7, is that there are tools out there where you can actually learn and earn on the go. That there are tools like Gold Cup, like Swipecoin, that they send direct money alerts to your phone.
That's right. So you look out for your daily alerts, hearing lots of peeps. And as I said, you just simply go into your account, download the coin, swipe, download, and you just get trading. Sit with the experts. They'll
Sorry to
explain
cut
to
you.
you
We've
what's
got news just
happening.
in. We have a testimony all the way from America, all the way from New Orleans. Somebody who's been using these tools and trading and saving in Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's roll the VT.
I joined Rich University December 31st of last year. I told my wife I wanted to go into something new to the new year, and in less than 7 months, coronavirus hit. Before that, and my job, I was a warehouse supervisor, and my job called me to the office and said, "Hey, Jeremy, we're gonna have to put you on furlough. We're gonna put you on unpaid leave due to coronavirus." I said, "What does that mean as far as me getting paid?" He was like, "Well, you're gonna have to go ahead on and file for unemployment." I said, "Seriously, man?" I said, that's $250 a week, man. You expect me to survive off that? Well, from when I started trading in January to the time that they put me on furlough with my job was also paying me over $80,000 a year. I was making right about 87,000 a year. I was able to surpass that trading with Rich University by trading, the cryptocurrency, trading the Bitcoin. So a lot of things that we was talking about with Bitcoin in March, I think it was my exact date, to be honest, because my birthday was March 2nd. I think it was March 7th, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check with my wife. We was talking about Bitcoin. We was trading Bitcoin a lot as a community, as a whole Rich University family. So I'm like, and I'm looking at the trends. I see the trends going up. I was able to purchase Bitcoin when it was at $5,100.
Wow.
So I was in Bitcoin when it was less than $6,000, and now Bitcoin is up $19,000, and that's just because I'm in part of Rich University. In October, I was able to officially announce and say that I'm 33 years old, man. I'm actually retired from my job. I would never have the
Newsflash, people are being retired at 33 years old just because they said yes to an opportunity like Rich University. How are people getting in on this Rich University? Because I'm seeing a lot of things out there on the news, but I'm not seeing anybody reporting anything like the things that I'm hearing tonight. I don't know about you, but I've heard some things over the years while I've been on this earth, such things as the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. What does that mean? Because right now they're telling us that the rich and poor divide is actually wider than ever, that there are people that are, yes, they're still accumulating wealth. This season has created more billionaires than we would ever know. And those who are lower income, they're actually being bailed out, getting stimulus. Some are being able to get universal credit and help from the government. But what about those in the middle? What about those who may own some properties? What about those people who were able to do what the system told them to do? Go to school, get a good job, so you could get a good education, so you can get a good job, and then they may have acquired some property. Well, I want to hear from somebody today who has been playing piggy in the middle. This person has basically been able to acquire properties and do everything that they were told to do, but the truth is that now her tenants have been given a payment holiday, so no longer do they have to pay their rent to her every single month. And I just want to hear from this lady. I don't know if you can hear this, so let's just go.
You've seen the title, don't pay your rent. Your buy-to-let property, you do not have to pay that mortgage. You can have a mortgage holiday for 1 year, right? Which means that they're saying, hey, look, because people ain't paying their rent for 6 months, we're going to give you a 1 year holiday so you don't have to worry when the rent doesn't come in. I want to tell you there is a trick to this system, and there is a very big problem to this holiday system that we have here. So yes, the people that are not paying, their mortgage for 6 months, who are living in that house, they're fine. 3 months, they're fine. The people that are not paying rent for 6 months, they are fine. But the investors that are living, imagine, I want to put you in this situation, guys. I want to imagine, right? I want to tell you my story. So one of my properties, I had, the mortgage for that property was only £300, right? And if you're good with numbers, you're going to work with me on this. And so one property for £300 mortgage, and the rent on that property is 1,000, right? The rent on that property is £1,500. Now, once that 300 goes to the mortgage company and say some bills and some other insurances, call it 500 just to make it a nice round number, that is a net income of 1,000 for me. This is just one property, right? So I've got a property, £300 is a mortgage, maybe the bills and insurances, maybe a couple of hundred, and the rent is 1,500. Me just, being able to live off that 1,000 a month, right? I don't have to work. I can just live off that 1,000 a month. That could be my food. That 1,500 of that could pay for my house where I live, and I can live off the £500. I've got no debts. I've got no outgoings. I'm good. Not to mention the other properties that we've got going on here. So now the government's saying, hey, you don't have to give us the 300. What about the 1,000 that I'm losing every single month? What are the people that have multiple properties, people that are investors? You see, they told us years ago that property, right? The property world was safe. They told us
a lot of things. They've told us a lot of things. Why are we only hearing about this now? Why is it that we did everything that the system told us to do, but a lot of us are still losing? Some of you on this call may be in a similar position to Nikki, that have properties that were told that that was something that you were going to be able to invest and live off. And now you find yourself in a very, very different picture, struggling, wondering how it is that you're going to survive. Now, I heard that there's something called a cash flow quadrant, something that means that people are sitting on certain sides of the wealth. No matter what you do, you're never able to make ends meet. And I'm just wondering how all this came about, because I went to school and no one told me anything to do with investments. In fact, when I went to school, they told me that this was the best way for me to get to where I wanted to go to. And I now see, though it's not being reported, that most people that sit on the left side of money, the left side of this cash flow quadrant designed by Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, the financial author, best-selling author, that because we're exchanging our time for money and keep going into the same pot, that we're not able to get over here with the business owners. We're not able to get over here with the investors who have passive income, who make money when they're sleeping. Now, how is it that this is possible? Why are we not learning from this in schools? Like, what are we being taught in schools that's making us keep making the same decisions that's not getting us any closer to our goals? Some of you today tuned into the news at 10 might be wondering, what am I going on about? I've never seen a news broadcast like this. But we have a teacher on the line tonight that is going to demonstrate, going to basically show us the kind of education that is being taught, which is why we are only hearing about such things like this now. And there are others that have been hearing this for generations. Mr. Michael Hood, are you out there?
I'm here. I'm live and direct.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Hood. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine.
So tell me, you're from a school teaching background, correct?
Correct, yes.
And, we're learning about this today on our news broadcast, that there are people that are earning substantial amounts of money from investing in cryptocurrency, from trading, in different markets. And we've been trying to figure out, well, why don't we know about this? And you being at the forefront, a school teaching professional, I just want to hear from you what you think is actually, happening here.
Well, you see, in the days of old, when young people went to school, it was like, you get good grades, get your good A-levels, A-level, GCSEs, CSEs, etc., the A stars as its equivalent today, and you get a good job. Now, as we know, a good job nowadays is a job. A job is just over broke. What we're not teaching our young people is commerce. We're not teaching them how to go into the banking world, go into a profession, not a job, a profession that has longevity. Like Rich University, if we taught this in schools, a lot of young people would go into more commerce and be more successful. And being more successful would enhance their community and their surroundings. 75% of young people that go to a comprehensive school, not even a fee-paying school. So the standard of education, the standard level that we're going out is to churn out people who are going to take those types of jobs. Secretaries, milkmen, postmen, bus drivers. That's what they're going to churn out. So you have the basic knowledge. Now, if your parents are quite wealthy and say, look, we're going to send our little daughter or son to a private school, a fee-paying school, where we're going to pay for that education, you're still not going to guarantee getting a better standard of education. You might get a little way halfway through, but you're still going to struggle with that education. Now, if you are somewhere more wealthy, like your royal family or whatever, your great-grandfather inherited money, then you're going to get a better start in life. Your parents are going to make sure that the money is in trust, the money is in wealth, money is in property. So when you reach 17, 18, you've got a better financial start in life. And that is what it's about, really, making sure that your individuals have a better start in life, not running around, not struggling to pay school fees. You can pay your school fees. The government say at the moment, average education for a university is £9,000 a year. The majority of students end up in debt many, many years afterwards, still paying off those fees. Why?
So sorry to interrupt. Breaking news. Breaking news. Wow, the banks are actually doing this with our money while we sleep. Somebody has told me that something called Forex has been going on as old as time, just like Mr. Michael Hood was talking about, these trusts, these equity positions that people are acquiring, and the banks are doing it with our money, guys. I want to give you a exclusive look inside an academy, what you get access to when you're a part of the Rich University Wealth Circle, where you actually get to see exactly how to do what the bank is already doing with your money while you're sleeping, while those fat cats get rich. Guys, get a pen and paper and jot this down, make a note. What actually is Forex?
Welcome to the IM Mastery Academy for Forex. In this course, we'll be talking about what is FRX. Forex can be professionally abbreviated as FX or FRX. This basically is the short term for foreign exchange. It is the official trading market where one can exchange different currencies across the globe. As many countries are backed by their own banks, this allows citizens to use a currency which, in turn, creates an economy. The better an economy thrives, the stronger that currency can become. When anyone travels to other countries, they can participate in the foreign exchange market manually by simply exchanging their own native currency for the one they are visiting. As decades passed, the internet grew worldwide, and Forex found its way online, where traders from any place on Earth could trade currencies digitally, turning over profits from the comfort of their own homes. To give you an idea as to the size of the Forex market, the London Stock Exchange, on average, will trade daily around $7 billion. The Tokyo Stock Exchange will trade roughly around 18 billion, and the New York Stock Exchange can trade about $22 billion daily. Forex, on the other hand, averages trades of over $5 trillion every single day. It is, without doubt, the largest and most liquid market in the entire world. So, let's review. Forex is the market where all the money in the world is being exchanged in real time through currencies. And because of this very particular type of market, Forex attracts many types of investors who see a vast array of opportunities which can create a lucrative career trading within this exchange. The Forex market opens every Sunday, 5 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time, and ends every Friday, 5 p.m. New York Eastern Standard Time. A key word to remember in this course is geopolitical factors. Geopolitical factors are all factors relating to the resources of world nations. Rivers, mountains, minerals, gas, oil, labor forces, population, politics, and religion, for example, are such factors. It is all these critical components undergoing dramatic changes at once greatly affects every currency, allowing opportunity for any investor to capitalize on it. It is important to understand that Forex is a very powerful market, and with great power comes great responsibility. Through the continuing education of the IM Mastery Academy, you can learn step by step about the Forex market and how to properly respect and trade from within it on your own. It will take time to fully understand. Yet, if you commit right now to at least 10 minutes of learning a day, that's at least one video, you can see results. Hundreds of thousands have already financially changed their lives for the better because they made that choice. This concludes our course. One of the best ways to remember anything new is to tell someone what you just learned. Steps like these will greatly enhance your results and shorten the learning curve. Improving the quality of your life comes down to one very important and powerful question. What will you become?
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, and world exclusive. You were just able to see inside the amazing #1 digital platform, currency platform in the world, the academy that's offered, and that is the Forex 101 course. So as you can see today on the news at 7, you have just learned exactly what Forex is. No longer do you think it's a 4 and an X or the size of a man's t-shirt or even for your X. You know that it's the exchange of two currencies, and you can see that people like the elites, like all those business owners on the right side of the quadrant, this is what they're doing to grow their money, particularly your bank institutions. Now, newsflash, it looks like you guys are going to have an opportunity to actually get in on this. You guys are going to have an opportunity to download the app. Yes, there is an app where you guys can actually have access to this market directly from your phone or your digital device. So what I want you to do while we are while we continue, I want you to download what is called MetaTrader 4. Follow these instructions.
Access your App Store from your smartphone device. Locate the search area and in the search space, type MetaTrader 4, as you can see on your screen. Once found, click on the icon near to the top of the screen, alike to the one you see here. Commence the download as you normally would, and once complete, go ahead and click Open. Great, you have successfully downloaded MetaTrader 4. Let's get ready to trade.
Let's get ready to trade indeed. And while we are getting ready, once you guys have got that, especially the newbies, those who are new on the line, drop a 444 in the comment section so that we know that you are ready to try and enter to try out this $6.7 trillion a day market, which is making many very wealthy, like Jeremy in New Orleans, like Angel, who is there trading her Bitcoin, like a lot of us who have realized that we didn't need to go and pay all that money for the education to learn something that we can do directly for our phones. Now, what you just did didn't cost you any money. But what if I offered you 2 different scenarios? And this is going to help you understand exactly how people are making money in this space. What if I said to you right now, I was going to give you 1 million? 1 million just for showing up today on this call. Now, that would sound very attractive, I'm sure. But what if the other option was 1 penny? Not just any 1 penny. It sounds obvious, I know, but a penny that doubles every day for 30 days. Now, a lot of people say, well, it can't possibly be more than the million because, you know, a million is a million. Not a lot of us even see 1 million in our lifetime. But what if I was to tell you that that penny doubling every day for 30 days actually ends up to be over 5 million by day 30? Let's just test this out, because this is what we call compounding our interest. And this is what many people are doing inside the Forex space, particularly your bank. They take your 100, 200, 300 from your bank account while you're sleeping, and they put it in the foreign exchange market where all the money lives, where you take part, whether you shop online, whether you go to another country, or whether you bank with one of our high street banks. You are taking part. You're contributing to the $6.7 trillion a day. Now, this is why you don't need to come to the table with large amounts of hundreds and thousands of pounds, because this penny that started off on day one as a penny, it doubled. Day two, it was 2p. Day three, it doubled again. It was 4 pence. Day four, 8 pence. Look, I don't need to tell you how to count. It's very simple maths. But you see, something special starts to happen when it gets to day 10. It starts to get a bit more interesting, because on day 10, we can see that that 1 penny that we had 10 days ago, how many of you guys have got a penny with you right now that in 10 days, if you go back to that penny, would it be £5? You'd be quite impressed if that penny made £5. Even better, now when it doubles a lot quickly, and it ends up being £10. As you can see, 10 turns to 20 and 20 turns to 40. Things are speeding up. We are cooking with gas, so much so that only 5 days later, that £40 is now £1,300. This is the same thing happening every single day to a very small amount, but you can see how quickly it can grow. Now, you can very simply see it goes on, and it continues to go on. But what if I told you that there are people who are taking amounts such as $200, $300, and turning this into $25,000 in a very short amount of time? Well, don't take my word from it. We interviewed 19-year-old, he was 18 at the time, J25K, we call him, all the way from New York, and we've got an exclusive here for you guys to see his testimony.
Started building my account. So I was at $200, and then one morning I'm like, yo, Mom, I woke up $190 in profit from US30. And she's like, oh, that's a lot. Oh, keep on going, boys.
It was your cheerleader.
That was me. Let's go. Whoa, we're all rooting for you.
I built myself up to $1,000, and then I'm like, oh, okay. So that's $900 in profit. That's $900 to my name. So I felt good about that. So then I just kept going. And then I got myself to 2,000. That's what she was like, oh, okay, so really understanding this. So then I kind of got into the deeper context of it more. Then I started learning about other currencies that are just as strong as US30, such as NASDAQ, S&P 500 Index.
Yeah.
So then I started utilizing those tools more. Over the time, I started building up, got to 10,000. And then I got to 25,000. Now, when I told my mom, she was like,
let's just leave it right there, guys, because as you can hear, as you saw, J25K, who knew nothing about this space, who is only 18 years old at the time, now 19, was able to, in 4 weeks, grow 200 to 25K. Now, you might be wondering, like, what in the wizardry is going on here? Like, did he just guess? How did he know what to do every step of the way? Well, the truth is that we have some very unique tools and software here at Rich University, such as our Rich University trading plan, which actually shows you what to do step by step in order to grow your money. Let's see if I can go ahead and get it up. Seems that we've got a technical malfunction here. Never mind, I don't think it's going to allow us. But it shows you how to grow your money 10% every single day, guys. That's a small amount turning into a large amount. Of course, at first, it's not very exciting. Like that penny doubling, it doesn't really look very exciting. However, as you keep going, your money keeps growing. And that's how people are earning in the foreign exchange market. And I want to show you guys how to do that, because a lot of you may be wondering, okay, well, let's get a taste of this for myself. So who's managed to download the app? Kimberly, I see you. I see you've managed to get MetaTrader 4 on your phone. Anybody else, this is the time where you're going to go ahead and open that MetaTrader 4. And what we're going to do, you guys, if you want to share your screen with us, you can just raise a hand. If not, for the sake of time, I'll go ahead and share mine. Oh, I'll have to stop that one first. There we go. So now you're going to pull up that app that you just downloaded. That app called MetaTrader 4 looks something like this. Again, something that the school kids are not learning, something that the news broadcasters are not broadcasting. They're giving you numbers on desk, but not numbers on how to level up your account. I wonder why. If your banks know this, you're going to them for loans, paying sky-high interest. Meanwhile, they're using your money to make interest. And this is how they're doing it. So very simply, you see a lot of things on the screen. You see ABCs, that's the letters down the side. You see 1, 2, 3s, some numbers flashing, and you see colors, shapes and colors. So they're your blue and your red. So literally, if you can read, if you know your colors, if you know your 1, 2, 3s and your ABCs, you're definitely in the right place. So what I want you to do is firstly, tap on EUR/USD, which is located at the top of your screen. Okay, now when you tap on that, you'll see some options. For Android users, you'll see new order, and for my iPhone users, you will see trade. Click on trade. Let's click on trade. Now, for those who've been on our amazing News at 7 every day this week, a lot of you have really profited off this one move that we've done several times over. We get a lot of alerts through the daytime that tell us when to do what we're exactly going to do now. So as you can see, the next is our shapes and colors. You can see 2 rectangles, blue for buy and red for sell. We've bought every day this week. Let's just sell. We just want to see how easy this is, how simple this is to do, because, you know, if the banks are doing it, it must be complicated, right? Well, let's see. Press sell. Go ahead and press sell. OMG, you just entered the largest financial market in the world. Just like that, in less than 2 minutes, you were able to sell the euro versus the United States dollar, and you're in the market. And as soon as you're in, this is a liquid market, so the numbers are moving. They're moving quite slow tonight because, as we've seen over the last few days, we've had so much surging, but they're moving all the same. What does this mean? This is moving in and out of profit. So people are able, just like they said in the video, they're able to capitalize on whatever is happening in the world. When they're announcing that there's more people that have contracted certain C words, when they're announcing that, you know, we haven't got a deal on Brexit, when they're announcing who's your president, what's happening? People are doing exactly what you just did, and the market is moving up and down bananas like crazy. So what I want you guys to do now is exit, because yes, we entered the market, but now we need to know, how do we get out? How do we get out? So the same way we got in, you press and hold that EUR/USD, and now we're going to close, because why? We want to close the trade. We want to leave the market. So go ahead and click on close. Now, as you can see, it's giving you one more chance. It's just asking you again, do you want to close with a loss or possibly a profit? And it will tell you the amount. Now, what we're going to do is agree by tapping the orange banner. Really quickly, we've tapped it and we're out of the market. Just like that, guys, you just entered and exited the largest financial market in the world. You are now a trader. Breaking news, trader alert. We have traders in the building. Now, what I love about that is that's something that anybody can do. Something that you can do, that I can do quite simply. But this is not just us that are doing this. Yes, we've now got a seat at the table, but we have certain people that are very high profile. You know, certain people that you might recognize. Floyd Mayweather, breaking news. Floyd Mayweather has just joined our academy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear why, and let's hear what he's got to say and why he said yes to the same opportunity that you guys are being presented right now. Over to you, my business partner, Floyd, the Money Team's Money Mayweather.
Hello to everybody, the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. I am Mastery Academy. I want to say thank you for what you all have taught me. Chris Terry, thank you. Isis, thank you for teaching me about different digital skill sets. This is the future. Every day, what I sit down with my children and teach them is this. Y'all working together, hop on this digital world right now, get into it, get involved. It's like I said before, it's a new era. That's what's going on. So once again, Chris, I want to say thank you. Thanks for just sitting down with me, sharing your stories. And you guys been through a lot, and you guys, like I said, you guys have the will to win just like myself. So that's why, we have a great team.
Wow, guys, amazing. Somebody who has had the pleasure of being a top class world champion also said yes to the very opportunity that you are being presented today. To me, this is something that is amazing because for once we've got access. For once we can get in on the front end by using all the Academy's products, tools, and resources. We don't have to do the guesswork. We don't just have to be the last ones to know at the bottom of the food chain. We are able to now profit just like the uber wealthy have done for generations. What's that? What's that? Another breaking news. I'm sorry, guys. There's so much interruptions to our television broadcast this evening. It appears that our broadcast is being interrupted by grandma t-shirts. Is this for real? Grandma t-shirts. Okay, let's see what's going on, because it seems that we have grandma t-shirts that are actually sweeping the world by storm. I don't know if this is a joke or what, but we're going to tap in to our latest Academy, which shows us exactly what in the grandma t-shirt is really going on. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. You see, people are benefiting off such things as grandma t-shirts. They're able to sell the crazy. I'm not sure if we're gonna have the visual. Seems that we've lost it there. Let's see. Things that you wouldn't imagine in your wildest dreams, guys, are going viral online. Heated vests, something that I didn't even know existed a couple of weeks ago. Now we're able to see why and how these things are being sold online in their masses.
Welcome to the ECX Academy, the I Am Mastery Academy for e-commerce. So what products should we sell? I'm going to start off with this one right here. This is a super emotional product. You're saying, oh, it's just a t-shirt. Well, this actually says, this cool grandma, which can be customized with Abuelita, Gigi, Mima. It could be replaced with anything you call your grandma. On top of that, says belongs to, and then it lets them put their grandkids' names on it. This example here has Sophia, Isabella, Jacob, Ella, Daniel, Zoe, Noah, and Lily. If any one of those grandkids comes in and sees their name on a shirt, they are ecstatic. They're like, oh my God, Grandma, look at my name on the shirt, blah, blah, blah. Look at Sophia's, look at Ella's. The joy that the grandma gets to see their grandkids smiling and seeing the specialness of that shirt is mind-blowing to them. Tears come to their eye, and that allows them to make an emotional decision. If they bought it themselves, they don't care what price it is. They want it. If someone gave it to them as a gift, when they receive the gift, they are blown away. They can't go into their local store and find this cool Gigi or this cool Mima. That just doesn't work like that. And on top of that, to put their grandkids' names on it custom, you're never finding a shirt like that off the rack. So this is an emotional purchase for someone, okay? Those are one of the key things that we're going to do to find products that we should sell. I use this one because this was my first winning product. I went on 8 months later to sell 150,000 units. Imagine
150,000 units of a crusty grandma t-shirt. Yes, that is what's happening inside the world of e-commerce. We have a brand new academy. This is definitely breaking news. Breaking news. You guys are now able to learn how you can profit off the absolute craziest things that people are buying and selling online. But what exactly is e-commerce? Because a lot don't know. Really quickly, have a listen to what in the e-commerce is going on.
Have you ever bought something online? Chances are that you have. Over 75% of people have shopped online and worldwide, with almost 2 billion.
2 billion?
That's billion with a B. People buying something online last year alone. E-commerce gives us the ability to shop for goods and services from the privacy of our own home or from anywhere in the world with a computer and an internet connection. We can buy goods from anywhere in the world. Can't find it locally? No problem. Just order it online. But the world of online shopping is not just an incredible opportunity limited to shoppers. E-commerce is also an incredible opportunity for anyone who has ever dreamed of starting their own business. We want to take control of our financial life, but we think it's too hard to start our own business. We worry about risking tons of cash and countless hours into something that may fail. The world of e-commerce has presented so many opportunities in the past 5 years that have changed the game for people who want to take their financial destiny into their own hands. Can you imagine running a retail business of your very own without needing to lease a building, hold inventory, or stand behind the cash register 6 days per week? Imagine your store could reach buyers all over the world. Imagine that you would not have to pay for a single item of inventory until a customer actually purchased the item from you first. Well, you can stop imagining. It's now a reality.
Welcome to the world of ECX. People everywhere are being able to benefit from the largest. This is actually the biggest market right now. We're 1 week from Christmas, guys. 1 week. This time next week, it will be Christmas Eve. And what will people be doing? What will people be doing? What are they doing now? They're buying online. But I'm asking you today, do you want to continue to be a customer buying, rushing around and never actually, getting ahead financially? Or do you want to be an owner selling? Because e-commerce is just that simple. You get the choice. You are still being given the choice of which side of the quadrant you want to be on. Do you want to be on the left side or the right side? As that rich-poor divide gets wider, do you want to be like those who were continuously robbing Peter to pay Paul, or like the investor who makes money in his sleep? Imagine if you had your very own online store, all these customers who can't get to the malls anymore because bricks and mortar are shutting down and people are clicking and ordering, whether they like it or not. They are locked down, locked off, locked in. That means that they have to go and they're ordering 24/7 globally. Do you know that just in this season alone, since Black Friday, an extra 2.5 billion people were online shopping just on that day, and that numbers are surging as we go into 2021, when where you live might be talking tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. You didn't even know tiers apart from the ones that you used to roll down your face. Now it's dictating whether you can go out to the supermarket or not, however many times a day. But imagine that you don't even have to own a single product, because you might be thinking, well, newsflash, newswoman, I don't even have anywhere to put my inventory. I can't even swing a dead cat in this flat. I don't have money for a startup to be buying products in case someone buys them. Well, fear not. Welcome to drop shipping. What is drop shipping? It's being able to profit from something that you don't even own every single time someone orders. Picture this. You get in tonight, you get your ECX Academy. What happens next? You set up your store, and then I, who am looking for a nice pretty dress for Christmas, I've seen one that I really liked on some website or another, but it was a little bit pricey. Next thing you know, the dress seems like it's following me all around the internet. I go on my Facebook, there's the dress. I go on my Instagram, there's the dress. But not only is it there, but it's half price. Gotta get it, click. I go ahead and I buy that dress for 80 quid. Next minute, you get a notification just because you followed some very simple instructions in the ECX Academy. Now you just made your first purchase. But hold on, you've got to get the dress. What do? They'll show you exactly how you fulfill that order. You contact the supplier who has that dress for 15 quid. You give them 15 quid, you ship them up, you give them a fiver for the shipping, and they ship it to me. You give them my address, all my details. What did you do? You pushed a few buttons. You might even have got your virtual assistant to fulfill the order, like the Academy shows you how to do. So once you've done the back end and set it up, You can just sit and watch those grandma t-shirt money roll in. So how are you able to do this? With Shopify, you can easily list sale items for sale worldwide and earn a profit every time someone buys. No, you don't need no experience. No, you don't need to know how this is working. You don't need to have coding skills like HTML and like it used to be back in the day. You don't even have to be so tech savvy. You can be low tech, high check at Rich University, because what we do is show you exactly end to end how to get the customers, how you're able to grow your sales, and how you're able to automate this. So you just basically wake up, profit, repeat. Now, this, well, it is breaking news. Breaking news, breaking news. We are being taught in this academy, the #1 digital academy in the world, but it only attracts the cream of the crop. The cream rises to the top. Floyd Mayweather, Bob Proctor, like now, this person was actually invited to the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, the Amazon CEO. Some of you might have heard of him. Some of you may have heard of his parcels because you probably ordered one yesterday, today, you know, hold tight Amazon Prime. Why am I saying this? Because the richest man in the world thought if he was going to have a summit, then who better to invite than the person who's made the most sales online? I'm talking about Chris Reeve, the 8-figure Shopify seller and e-commerce expert. He is turning over crazy numbers. Wouldn't you like his phone number? Wouldn't you like to be able to ask him a few questions about how he did it? Well, guys, all you have to do is log in to your ECX Academy and you will be able to learn from Chris Reeve twice a day, 5 days a week, getting direct membership from the guy who has the most sales online worldwide, and personally be mentored by him, showing you how to build your store step by step. He will even help you live in real time. Click into your store, say, no, that's not going to help you conversion. Get rid of that. Okay, this is how you're going to increase your sales. He'll give you 2 products a week. He'll give you all his tools like the ROAS calculator, which helps you calculate a return on your ad spend, like the Cloner X, all these things you don't know, but all it does is makes your job completely easy. And I don't know the kind of things that you think that that is able to show us. It's not all grandma t-shirts. Have a look at one of our ECX Academy members' websites. You see, they were able in the last 4 weeks, since this has been up and running, this academy, they're able to create a website such as this. Oh, I like those towels. Every time I come on here, there's something new. And now, you know, we're so programmed to be buyers, but now I'm thinking, oh, I can sell that in my shop. And I won't show you today how easy it is to put it in your shop. But what I will do is show you this moonlight. Why? Well, we like the moonlight. I think it's cute. It's not something that you can get in stores. I've actually seen ones where you can customize it and have that emotional aspect. Put in a picture of your, you know, your niece, your nephew, maybe your husband and your little baby. You can actually shine that so it's shining around the room. Really, really amazing. A lot of people just impulse buy these things. But why am I showing you this? How much is this? It will cost us $79. Seems pretty good, you know, seems pretty normal. Some of you might have such lights like this in your house right now, but say we bought this, how much is the supplier actually selling it to us? And one of the tools that he gives us is the ability to go ahead and check with our supplier live and direct, because a lot of you might even realize that you're paying way more for things that are being sold. Look at this. The supplier has this on sale for $9.90, $7.79, $9.92. So that's what, $70 profit. So that's one sale. If they sold one of these, they made $70. They could have been sleeping. They could have been, you know, doing the housework. They could have been getting the haircut, the nails done. Doesn't matter. They profited in no matter what. That's what we call unlimited earning potential. Something where you're not physically exchanging your time to get the return. Now, you guys might be thinking, okay, well, exactly how do I get started today? Like, what do I need to do to actually get in? And that's a great question, because so many of us are used to paying for school, so used to paying sky high prices to go and do education. And the truth is that there are educational platforms such as even Harvard, where these courses are being offered. Let's see if I can find one. There we go. lost the track. Do you know Harvard University, one of the highly respected universities in the entire planet, now have an introduction to Bitcoin, and they actually have courses that will cost you $2,900 every single term. These are not even a year long. This is for a 5-month term from this January 25th. So you can see that the world is definitely going digital, that we are moving into a cashless society, so much so that this is what they're teaching our kids. This is what they're setting our kids up. In fact, a lot of you don't know right now, but soon your banks are going to be, you'll be given a wallet, a digital wallet, so that you have to have digital currency. Because if you see there's little signs on post offices, little signs on businesses saying that there's a coin shortage, the same governments that print money and make coins from their from the vaults, they are telling you there's a coin shortage. Looks like something's going on behind the scenes. But let's get back to exactly how you can get in, because no longer do you have to pay hefty prices each month and go and take a loan out so that you're able to keep up. The average person is able to get access to what Floyd Mayweather has access. No, you don't need to go and pay $10,000 a year, like Mr. Michael Hood said, who works in full-time education, where you have to pay that off over a period of time. Some of you on this call may have been to university, not studying in the field of study. You went to school to get a good job, and that's a good job that you didn't actually get. Now you're working several jobs to pay for school. Well, here, the average person can pay in installments. Today, you can access this for $235. That's £180. That gets you in the door, gets you access to all the TV channels, a TV that has over 100 educators and experts, 6-figure, 7-figure, multiple 8-figure traders. And all you do is copy them, do what they're doing, and follow along with them until you know what you're doing through that very app that you didn't know what you was doing, but you were able to profit in seconds. You can stay connected to all the tools, products, and services for $175 a month, as little as that for any of the single academies. In fact, that's like 130 quid a month. That is crazy. A Happy Meal a day costs more. A bus ticket a day costs more. A lot of us right now just came from the hairdressers, just came from getting our nails done, and have already spent that money on God knows what. But is it paying you back? What was the return on that investment? A lot of you right here might say, do you know what? I just want to be able to invest in Bitcoin. I've been on this presentation since last week, and I saw when it was $18,000. I get it now. I see it's $23,000. I get it now. I watched this morning with Holla Willoughby, and I've seen the young guy who's made $17,000 every single week for the past how long, and is, a millionaire almost because he invested in Bitcoin. And the money that I've got sat in my ISA, the money I've got in my 401k, I'd like to put it in something that's actually growing, that's not actually just looks like it's moving backwards. If that's you, then the DCX or the Elite Academy is perfect. Why? Because you're able to access all the tools, what you need to trade and save in crypto. That means any coin, not just Bitcoin. There's Ripple, there's Ethereum, there's so many, guys. You don't even have to know what they are. You just need to know how to copy, paste, and profit, like Angel has been doing, who has now made over 40,000 since she's been invested into Bitcoin. Now you might say, well, I want to do a bit of the Forex as well. I like that idea. I like to be able to, just tap on my phone and get those alerts, when I'm busy on the go to buy the Euro USD like we just did. I could do that over and over again. I know that I only just made, £1 and change, but in 1 minute on my job, I make about 20p anyway. So if I can quadruple that, which that's even 10 times almost that, then I can really see how that penny doubles overnight. So let's have a look at some of the tools that you actually get when you get that elite package, because the truth is you actually get more than you actually bargained for. So take a look at this.
Trade bargain for premium, workday for weekend, ideas for paydays. You're here to learn to trade, and learning the crypto market is like turning on the afterburners. If crypto is raw power, we're the hardest. We're Swipecoin, your crypto mentor. We're the only system that puts supercharged at your beck and call with up-to-the-minute swing market ideas, scalping strategies, and in-depth instruction, and a live chat with our experts at your fingertips. Crypto moves fast. You got to keep up. Swipecoin stays a step ahead, so you can learn to capture all of crypto's path. You're here because you know there's a world beyond the 9 to 5, and you want to trade that dial for this dial, and that seat for this seat. You're a fighter pilot in a building full of passengers, and you know, like we know, that the future is ready for takeoff, and climbing in is just like this.
Wow. There goes Floyd Money Mayweather again, popping in, letting us know that this surely is the future. But how do you get your hands on this? Like I said, with any one of those, the Elite Academy or the DCX, you're able to get in the driver's seat of your finances and start trading as early as tonight. Somebody say tonight. Now, how exactly does this work? So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of once you go ahead and enroll today, once you get back with the person that invited you, what of the tools that you have access to. And you might want to see, well, exactly how does this look? I've seen that you told me to buy just now, but what if you're not there telling me that? Can I do this on my own? Well, let's have a look at what happens. You'll get an alert once you get all the apps that you subscribe to your phone, like it just shown you. And now we follow our ABCs. So at the top it says BTC USD, that's Bitcoin. The first thing it said was an entry price. So as you can see, we copied, and this is that app, that MetaTrader 4, where all our transactions take place. So next to price, like entry price, we just pasted that number. Let's match up the next word. The next one says stop loss, and there's a little button next to the word stop loss where we can copy. So we come back here, we go to stop loss, just like there, we're just matching up words. If you can read, you'll go a long way. We hit paste, something we're all able to do, copy and paste, but not necessarily profit. Now, the next one said take profit. That's where we want to take our profit, whether you know what it means or not. Let's just match it up. So let's go to the space, let's put paste, and now place the order. Just like that, we have made a Bitcoin order. Now, what happened next? What happened next? As you saw at the end there, some numbers started to pop up on the screen. And I just want to break this down because a lot of you might be thinking, well, how much do I need to invest? Now, for every 10 pence that you can trade, that's the lowest amount you can trade, which that was this trade right here. You actually only need £200 or $200, never mind. So this account that had £1,000 in it would have started at 200. So what they've been doing, they're very safe. They're still using their 10 pence. They're putting in a couple of trades just by pressing copy and paste, and £29 later, automatically the numbers, when they activate, they will close at the profit levels you just set. You can check this as often as you want if you want to manually close it, like we just did on the one that we did live in real time, then you can. But I just wanted to demonstrate the amount of value that you're getting when you're choosing your packages, because it's one thing to choose, but it's another to know what you're getting with the choice you make. So our single academies that are $175 a month, $130 a month, they look like this. So you're able to get an academy, one academy relating to the package. Maybe it's the Bitcoin Academy, maybe it's the Forex Academy, maybe it's the Higher Frequency Academy that allows you to do hyper active trades. I'm talking 1 to 3 minute trades, really high packed, high energy, something we do in our nightclub where we trade together in real time. You get the TV channels, those channels I told you about with those educators relating to that single package, and you'll also get one tool relating to your package, where when you get Elite, for those who go to the buffet and like to eat all you can and stack that plate, like me, you might, for an extra 50 quid here in the UK, you might want to get all of the academies. The Bitcoin Academy, you want to learn about Ripple, you want to learn about Ethereum. You're seeing people on the news doing this trading stuff, so you want that, but you still don't want to miss out on turning 200 to 25k like Jay. You still want to get everything, the TV channels, and look at the tools, guys. There's so many tools that, yes, you can add them on a la carte, but whether you know what these mean or not, just know, like Angel said, real time in real color, you are able to get money alerts directly to your phone from Gold Cup, from Swipecoin, from Bounce Back, from Levels, Vibrata. These are all strategies. That means that you don't have to go and know what the chart's saying and mark it up and do all this. The Vibrata expert already did it. The money flow expert already did it. The steady expert, the pivot expert, and all they do is send it to your phone. So for some of you, you might be wondering, well, how simple is this to do? So I want to show you, because you might need to go and just get yourself in, because to be honest, there's not a lot of standing and staring left to do. In fact, there's only a limited amount of Bitcoin in the world. I've just learned that today. There's only 23 million Bitcoins, and once they're gone, they're gone. So it is quick to get a piece by getting that elite package, so you can start investing in some of that Bitcoin. So you will click on elite from the link that the person who invited you is going to send you. As you can see, all of the academies, if you got them singly, would cost you $235, but we actually give you a discount today. So not only do you get all those academies, but you get all these tools. There you go, your swipe coin, which would cost you $50 to add on. You get your swipe trades for Brata, all $23 to add on. Altogether, that would be $984, but you get a discount today. So for $324, 94 cents, which is about 250-60 quid, you guys are able to get access to all what you saw in the presentation bar the ECX Academy. Now, if that wasn't good enough, you guys actually are able to get a scholarship. You are able to hear information or tell others to come and hear this information just like you did, and now they are able to invest and get in position, but the academy will actually start to pay your school fees. So no longer do you have to pay for school, but the school is paying you. What is happening here? Interruption to our television broadcast. What in the YouTube advert is happening? Oh no. It's that song again, that annoying Christmas song. Oh. Every single year. Please, someone make it stop. Someone make it stop. So sorry, guys. Mariah Carey and that annoying song. Every year you hear it. Do you know that she is paid residually every single time that song plays? In fact, she has made more since making that song than when it actually came out in 1994. It didn't even get to #1. She's made 60 mil residually. Why is this relevant? Well, there's other people making residual income right here in this space, and this is totally optional. So like I said, if you are not like the business savvy and you just want to get in and be a customer, go ahead and click on the link that has been sent to you. But for those like Lucy, who got on this presentation a week ago and said, you know what, I'm liking them grandma t-shirts. I like it. I want to do grandma t-shirts, granddad t-shirts, you know, dad dancing t-shirts, dabbing Santa. And she went and called her friend Mary. She went and called her friend Sally, and went and called her friend Annabella. And what did they all do? They had a competition to see who can make the corniest t-shirt and sell the most. While they were learning and earning, still selling t-shirts, you heard thousands of these are being sold online. She was shocked when she saw her bank statement and there was $150 in there. In fact, it's happening every single month. By the week, on Friday, she is earning $37.50. The academy is no longer charging her for her education. They're actually paying her. They're paying her to make grandma t-shirts. Why? Because she's impacted 3 families. And here at IM Academy and Rich University, their mission is to bring Wall Street to Main Street and impact nations and generations through each individual that is listening today. Your family can be impacted, and they want to impact 1 million families. Families like John here in the blue shirt, who said, you know what? He's a betting guy. He's been putting money on the races. He's been putting money on football, anything that he can get decent odds on. But because of all this corona lag, it's pants. He can't even get a decent bet on. He put money the other day for AJ to lose. It didn't work. It didn't happen. So he said, you know what? This Bitcoin's not stopping. Come on, lads. Let's get in on this. So he went and got 3 of his lads, and they all got involved and said, let's get some Bitcoin. Now he's trading. He's saving in Bitcoin. In just a week alone, he's made almost 8 grand trading in Bitcoin. So he was shocked when he pulled up his bank statement, and now he saw 600 in there. How did that happen? Them three mates, you know what they did? Because they saw that he was getting his fees waived, that they wanted to get their fees waived as well. So them three lads went and told another three lads. 12 people later, 12 families had been impacted, and the academy pays for John every single week, pays for his education and gives him a bit extra, 150 a week. Now you guys know that it was only what, 200 odd a month. So that's his fees covered, and now he's got extra to buy his Bitcoin or buy another one of them snazzy blue shirts. Now Mary over here, Mary definitely is having a laugh with her hands in the air, because she was one of Lucy's three. She's the first person that Lucy invited. And Lucy, like I said, she's good. She's just there making her grandma t-shirts. There's still just only three of her. Whereas this lady, who didn't even wait to tell anybody, in fact, she's a chatterbox, she's always on the phone, and she just kept talking and talking and talking, putting it on a social media. She kept putting that link in her bio, going in WhatsApp groups, going in Facebook groups, and just telling everybody about what's going on with Bitcoin, showing everybody what she made in the morning with her Forex package because she got the elite. Next thing you know, 1,000 was being deposited into her account every single month, a weekly residual income of $250. Guys, I don't know if this is hitting home, but there are people who are not just learning, but they're earning in more ways than one as they acquire Bitcoin, as they push the red button for sell and they push the blue button for buy. They're talking about it. They're sharing the blessing. They believe in not breaking the chain. In fact, it wasn't even that intentional. All they did was say, I know my cousin who's sat at home right now, who's got the baby. She's a single mom, and she's really, they ripped the job from under her. You know, she's not able to go in there. Every minute they're sending the kids home because they're saying someone in their bubble's got this and that. So the job wasn't able to keep her on. So now she can't even get universal credit. Something like this she could really benefit from, you know, if she can get in, plug in, tap in. If I did it today, it took me seconds and I profited. So that might be you. Sat there thinking about your nephew who was incarcerated, locked up, and now he's back out on the roads and he can't get a job either. Maybe someone like him that's always playing the Xbox might be good at something like this. And it goes on and it goes on. Whether you've only helped 3 people or not, you might surpass what Mary did. You see, Mary was 30 people deep. But you know that those 30 people will continue to talk. By the time you're 75 people deep, whether you're conscious of this or unconscious, $2,000 a month will be what the Academy is awarding you residually for something you did one time. Welcome to the world of the Mariah Careys, where you start getting royalty checks. This is how business is being done. We have people within our community that have been in this for what, about a couple of months, and are now earning $5,000 just because 225 others are also being able to do what they did, being able to learn and earn on the go on their smartphone, getting those money alerts. And if you guys are in the UK right now, you know that there are not a lot of options. In fact, a lot of people are being forced into their homes and Googling how to work from home, home-based business. People don't know what to do, don't have the tools, don't have the resources, and a lot of them don't have a lot of startup capital. And now we are so proud and so honored that in our Rich University community, there's almost 5,000 of us. 5,000 of us that are able to continue to spread the wealth. 5,000 of us that have found a way, tapped into what they're not telling us on the news. And I want to say thank you to Dr. China Bethley, the CEO of Rich University, who told me about this 4 years ago, who is now a sneeze away from Chairman 100. Yes, that's 100,000 every single month. And if you think that is amazing, which it is, there are young individuals that look just like you and me that have actually exceeded this. They're at the top of the compensation plan. People like Bryce Thompson, who's a chairman 750. What does that mean? It means he earns 750 grand every single month. Now that caught the attention of Forbes magazine. Forbes magazine, who only feature millionaires. Forbes magazine, who only show those who are uber wealthy, and they were able to feature Bryce Thompson. who is now a digital entrepreneur who went back to his HBCU and is offering kids that were like him. He was underprivileged at one time, but we don't get rich and switch. We reach back down for the next one and lift them up. And now he's able to give others an opportunity like he was given. There's so many other young kings out there that are trying to figure it out, trying to not get involved in that bad company. But you know, the dream of being a footballer might be fading for them. You know, they might want to be one of these platinum selling rappers because that's what the TV is showing them, how a young black boy can make it out here. But we know not everybody's going to be a basketballer, a shot caller, or a rapper. We know that the odds for that are very slim. So I just want to say thank you to those of Bryce Thompson, those like Bryce Thompson who are playing it forward. Though the person who invited you onto this call today, playing it forward, showing you a way out, a way how you can have more month left at the end of your money, a way how a year from now you can be celebrated and say that you made an investment today and you were able to acquire some Bitcoin when it was at $23,000, and in a year's time when it's over 300,000, you can rejoice and say, yes, I said yes to Forex. Yes, I said yes to cryptocurrency. When your e-commerce store is pulling in 100,000 a month from sales, people in our academy in 4 weeks have already hit over 300 sales. Just do the maths. If one of those was just $20 profit, imagine the endless no cap earnings, not being taxed by the government, not being dictated to them, not being furloughed, schmurloughed, or whatever you want to call it. Guys, I really want to thank you for coming tonight. I really want to thank you for being diligent enough to listen to the news at 7. And I want to be the first one to welcome you inside Rich University. And I'll see you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded.